can say for corporate people, there is no Friday, there is no weekend. $100,000 the company has to pay if you really want to hire someone from foreign country. Maybe it's India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, any South Asian. How it has impacted people, those who want to come to the United States of America.
The amount that has been put for H1 visa filing is only for new applicants, right? So if somebody already has H1, they can still travel without the company paying.
And how you see AI, it's an opportunity or it's a threat? How you feel that energy in the morning, that guy is coming, grabbing a coffee, and in your mind, that's his last day, bro, this is your last day. And how you take that, thing with you, and like,
yeah, it's hard.
Explain me like how you call, hey, I want to talk to you, can you come in my office? I want to know all that thing.
No, anyways, our scripts get approved by
Anita,
legal.
this is your last day.
No,
Anita, you're fired. Anita, you're not, bro. I'm just kidding. I remember when I got fired. I remember that day.
Thankfully, I haven't been here.
So as an HR, I want to know, right? What is the future of America? How these big tech companies will impact this immigration thing, and what special talent they will hunt in India, which they can't find here.
As I mentioned before, right, good talent will always be needed here. US is not going anywhere. It will still be the biggest hub for innovation, transformations, big pieces. So opportunities here. We know how much great talent we have across the world, right? So that is what will drive. Is opportunities are still here. This means need for talent will be there. Right.
Hello everyone, this is Harkirat Singh Ahluwalia and the Saab. The podcast, I think this is episode number 4 or 5. My editor will check on that. But I always try to put something together for the community, for the people, those who are watching this podcast, because we live in that land, which is not only land of opportunity, that's also a dream for everyone. I will not say everyone, but 80% of the people living in India, when they do any kind of, I would say, STEM education, they really want to come and visit United States of America. There are certain people, those who are here from 2 decades, I would say, and they're not only surviving here, they're not only try to make their dreams come true, but also they're making difference in the community. And when we talk about community, we live in the land called state of Indiana, which is the Midwest region of United States of America. And there are several companies, they are establishing their corporate office, their headquarters in this state. And this city is also recognized by lots of Hoosiers, those who are trying to settle their family here. And today I have a special guest with me. She's not only here to settle her family down, but she also here to make a difference in the community. She started her career as a human resource coordinator to an HR manager, HR executive. She had lots of positions in her wallet from 2011, till 2026. And now she's here in Indianapolis and she's working with the top 20s multinational companies, the corporate company, in the IT field, and also making a difference while she's working there with different people. People come from different countries, and this company is very diversified. People come from different region, different culture, different background. But now we feel very proud when someone like Desi is representing all these communities. And also she's a Delhi girl, born and raised in Delhi, same like me. And when I see anyone from my region, you can see the excitement level in me. When I see a person from Delhi and Delhi height, sitting with a Delhi height, lots of that gupshup is also there to do it. But we'll do that all in this podcast. But she is an amazing person to have here in my studio. And she is here to discuss all those questions. People from IT background, people from engineering, those who are suffering from H1. And this H1 visa, I know it's very important visa for people, for skilled people, those who want to come in United States legally. And you have seen that news by the federal that now you have to pay some amount of dollars. I don't want to put any incorrect dollars, but some amount of dollars that is very hilarious for all the companies to pay to get someone from India, and how this is impacting people from IT field especially. I welcome in my studio Jasminder. She is working for Infosys, and she landed in this country in 2011, and she landed in state of Indiana 2019, and she's here and representing one of the top companies in IT as an HR manager. We welcome you, Jasminder.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here.
How are you today?
I'm doing good.
And you know your clothes, your clothes are matching right now with my flag. Who's your flag?
Yes, and that's our Infosys color as well, blue.
Michigan people can say go blue.
Yeah,
University of Michigan. But how are you feeling today?
I'm good. It was a busy day, but
I know this is thanks God it's Friday.
yeah, I know, right? Sometimes it's not like that. It's like, why is it a Friday? It gets busier on Fridays
But
sometimes.
I can say for corporate people, there is no Friday, there is no weekend, or there is.
No, I wouldn't say there is no weekend.
There is.
There is. I think it's a very
But
personal.
people like you in a top position.
Even then, right? We are still humans. We need break, right?
Okay.
Because if our own glass is empty, we cannot pour into any other glass,
I'll admit that.
right? So we also need to set boundaries and ensure that we fill up our tank so
Right.
that then we can give further.
Right.
So for that, you need a break.
Awesome. So Jasminder, I already, told my viewers what I know about you, but I really want you to tell your journey so far in United States of America, and then I'll have some, questions to ask. And I know this will be a very casual kind of
Absolutely.
podcast, and I want to
Yeah.
enjoy. And I know IT people you also want to enjoy, but you'll get some knowledge.
Sure. No, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here, and I, truly appreciate what you are doing for the community as well. So kudos to that.
Thank
And
you.
thanks for creating such platforms as well. I think it's definitely helpful for everyone. About me, again, you spoke a little, born and brought up in Delhi. I think I've started from a career perspective, right? I've started from a very ground level, I would say, back in India. Starting from recruitments, very operational stuff, call it relationship management, onboardings, trainings, right? However, moving to US, definitely, I think, has been a great shift.
I forgot to tell one thing.
Sure.
She's my senior. We went to a same school
Yes,
in
we
Delhi.
just discovered that.
Oh my God! Look at
Small
this.
world.
World is very. So people say world is very small, but this is actually world is very small. I didn't know me and her went to a same school. We got a same principal, and we got a same and same stream, I guess.
Yes,
You did
yes.
commerce. I did commerce.
Yes, absolutely.
Without maths. Without maths.
Yeah, likewise. It was without maths for me. I've never been a very big number people. Maybe that's why I'm in HR.
Right.
I'm not in finance or accounting, like most of us sometimes.
Right.
So I think so. When we moved here in 2011, again, I'm an immigrant, and even I couldn't really work at that time. The law was not there.
Right.
I was on a dependent visa. But I think there's just always been a sense of giving back and just doing something meaningful in life. So, I started volunteering a lot
Right.
because that is something you can do, right, wherever you are.
Right.
It doesn't need a visa for that. So,
And we Delhi people are known for doing volunteer kind of thing.
absolutely, right? You know that. So I started volunteering with some non-profits. Again, the community, the culture we come from, it's a lot about giving also.
Right.
Right. So did a lot of humanitarian aid, especially during, all those Katrina and other hurricanes that had come back in New York and all that. So did a lot of humanitarian aid, and then again joined a non-profit, a Sikh American Chamber of Commerce. I volunteered a lot, right, to run their operations,
Right.
and entire structure and management.
Right.
And it was more to get, and I think the reason I was driven to do that is because there was again a platform being given to young students, to get mentored, to get guidance and advice of what they can do better to survive here and
Right.
make a career for themselves, make a life for themselves.
Right.
So I was leading, I was a program director there till 2019. right? And then the shift happened here to Indiana. Right. It was luck, but I'm glad we moved here. It's a wonderful place. And this is where I then transitioned to my current organization,
Right.
Infosys.
Do you like Indiana?
Oh, yes. If anything, I would say I love it. Actually, entire family loves it. I think it's a great place. People are very nice. And it's been an amazing experience so far, I would say, be it anywhere.
Right. So, Jasminder, yes, tell me what's going on with this all immigration thing. I know everyone is very worried about it,
Right.
and especially the IT people, because when we talk about Indianapolis metropolitan cities, it includes Fishers, it include Carmel, it include Indianapolis, Whitestown, Zionsville.
Right.
All these people live in this area and they move from different cities for a
Correct.
better future. And first-time home buyers moved in rapidly here.
Right.
So, but I just want to know what's happening with this immigration now, because it's lots of tension. Immigrant people, those who moved here now.
Right.
And as an HR, I want to know.
Sure. No, I think first things first, it is real.
Okay.
Right. So it's high time we all accept it. Yes, no point dismissing it. I think there's no point minimizing it. The anxiety is real, and the first thing is to accept that piece. And see, I am not a legal expert or a policy expert, right? So I can always share my perspective of what we
But
see
I want
and
to
what's going on.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just want to know the perspective from HR point of
Sure.
view.
Yeah.
Before there was just you have a work authorization,
Oh,
you have
yes,
H1 visa,
absolutely.
you accept all the candidates. But now as an HR, what are the top 3 priorities now you see in a candidate?
Right. No, so, but I'll just take a step back, right? What I was saying is that the anxiety is real, and we do see, people panicking, right? We work with employees who have work authorization. So we definitely see, that uncomfort or uneasiness now around this entire work authorization piece.
You must have seen so many CVs in your email, in your inbox. But there is now change, on the CVs, because there is a criteria for all these corporate companies when you're hiring people. So I just really want to know, what is your hiring criteria nowadays?
So the hiring criteria are you trying to understand from a visa perspective or?
Yeah, from a candidate perspective.
See, candidate perspective is open. So, when it comes to hiring, right, see, the need for talent, I think, will not go away from United States, right? It is still and it's still going to be one of the biggest places where innovation happens, big digital transformations happen, right? So the need for talent will not go away. But yes, I think the kind of talent would differ. Right? What we see now when we are hiring is not just technical capability,
Right.
but how open people are in terms of adaptability, right? In terms of problem solving, in terms of ethical judgment, right? Because that all now gets combined with your technical capability for you to be successful in these changing times. With AI, we all know, right?
Yeah,
what's
so
going on.
that would be my next question to you, but still want to know a little bit more on the hiring process as an HR. So before this decision by the federal, now I know the exact amount, $100,000 you have to pay. The company has to pay if you really want to hire someone from foreign country. Maybe it's India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, any South Asian country or any other country, regardless of country from outside from United States of America. How it has impacted people, those who want to come to United States of America to have their better future, to that how they can bring that American dream now.
Right. No, that's a true reality, right? So in fact, I was just going through some numbers in some of the reports that so this the amount that has been put for H1 visa filing is only for new applicants, right? So if somebody already has H1, they can still travel without the company paying this much amount. If they're already here, let's say somebody's already working on an H1 and tomorrow one of the organizations want to hire them.
Right.
So that may not need a amount to be submitted.
Explain me if their visa got expired, like they just got 2 or 3 years left in that visa.
So the companies usually file extension if there is still opportunity for them, right? If there is a need for them to be here, because let's say the client needs the company, work is dependent, so we can file extensions for them. So once you file an extension, they can still say. Of course, a lot depends if they're EB2, EB3 or EB1, whatever green card category they fall, has been filed or not, because that also becomes a decisive factor. So trust me, immigration is very, very complicated and a complex topic, I would say. Even we rely on our immigration experts sometimes to get more information, because it is very, very deep. So there's a lot of ifs and buts around everything. Sometimes, when the news comes out, it is in one statement.
Right.
But there is a lot around that, before it actually becomes a law, for or a policy for that matter. But no, definitely, as I was saying, right? In fact, we have seen that this is more for new H1s getting filed, right?
Okay.
And the numbers have dropped down significantly this year. In
Right.
fact, it used to be in like thousands and something, and this time, what I have heard is it's in like 2-digit or 3-digit.
So it's already this law has been passed, right?
Correct.
So you as in corporate company are following those laws.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I heard stories that it still is in the process and it will get passed with the corporate company. But now you're saying it's already been there.
Correct.
So if you have to hire someone from the foreign country, the company has to file $100,000 to get that applicant approved on the immigration process, and then you guys can bring that applicant in the United States of America.
Correct.
So that's a news for all the applicants watching this podcast in India and any other country. If you want to move in the United States of America, you have to hunt for a company who is able to pay your $100,000 application fees, and then you will get hired in United States. That's a good news to cover. And second, I want to know, as an IT expert, as an IT human resource person, we also see stress level in the people. People, those who came in this country, now they're stressed about it.
Correct.
What stories you have heard so far, which has also impacted you as in person, as in human resource?
Right. See, IT jobs, I wouldn't say are now when we say, okay, we're doing a 9-to-5 job. So I don't think that 9-to-5 phrase captures the IT job anymore completely, right? Because it's no more about the hours. It's about the pace, your adaptability, your boundaries, right? And a lot depends on the teams, the culture of the organization, your manager, right? And what phase of your career, your project you are part of, right? So I think it's stressful for those who are not able to define that boundary, right, of what it really means for them. Of course, especially people on visas, there's always this thing back of mind, right, that if we don't work, we may not be required here. And of course, they want to do a little extra to make sure that they're able to deliver their best, right? But at the same time, then there is this stress level that adds in, right? Because as I said, right, if our glass is empty, we cannot fill another glass. So we also have to take that break, right? It's more about sustainable workload, if I have to say now, right? It's no more about hours. It's about, can I sustain this workload? How can I set boundaries and ensure that we have? And as organizations also, I think we also need to ensure that we equip our people with right support, right? Teams, managers, culture, which promotes, the taking breaks as needed, just to ensure that you are mentally capable of, keep going.
Okay, and now I jump to my next question. How you see AI? It's an opportunity or it's a threat?
Okay, I would say it's both an opportunity and a threat. But personally, I'm a very optimistic person. So I always would look for the positive side of anything. So I would say I lean more towards an opportunity. Right. And I'll just give you a small example. I was talking to one of my leaders, maybe yesterday or day before yesterday, of, how things are going and, what do you think about it? And they said, Jasminder, I can ask AI to code for me, right? But I need someone to validate that, because there are so many biases, or, there's so much that needs to be checked before you can actually say that, yes, this is good to go, before I deploy it with my client, right? And why I brought that up is because AI is there as an opportunity if we use it the right way. It is like it's helping. It's like a machine, right?
Right.
Like, for example, rather than cleaning your floor with a mop, now you have a robot, who's cleaning it for you.
Right.
But you still have to supervise to make sure it's doing it the right way.
Right.
So I would say it's definitely an opportunity if used the right way. And everybody needs to know and catch up with that pace. And, learnability has become very important, right? I do see there is future for professionals who are quick to adapt, right? And are able to understand that they also need to catch up with the growing AI that is here to stay.
Right. So, as an HR, leader, I want to know, Jasminder. Sometimes, there are people, their performance level, it's not up to the mark, and sometimes what you when you hire them, company expectation is different, and their performance is different. So, how you take the layoffs when you have to say, this is your last day, and then.
So I would say that is one of the toughest part of the HR job, right? And it can never come easy, I would say. It's and I think HR is one of the jobs I've seen where strategy has to be accompanied by empathy. I think they go hand in hand. We can't just be robots and, okay, you're not doing, you leave, you're doing. Every decision impacts a real human, right? And we do come across a lot of situations like this, right, as part of our job. But I think we again have to ensure that we have a fine balance between compassion and accountability, right?
So I know nowadays you write an email, but there is a time when people sit in one-to-one, and
No, we still do it one-to-one.
Oh, you still do one-to-one?
Yes, it's not that you fire people on email. I think that is not what we as an organization
Okay.
follow.
Good to
we
know.
Still have, yes, absolutely, if for whatever reason.
But I
like
heard story
performance.
from my IT friends that I just got an email, bro, I'm fired.
Yeah, it is. I think it is a very company to company specific. I think we as a culture of the organization, we've
guys
always
don't do it.
ensured that, because you know what matters, Harjas. See, one may not be never satisfied with the output or the outcome, but people always remember how you were treated.
Right.
Right. And in fact, this has become a discussion internally that your intent doesn't matter. How it is perceived is mattered. Right. So the way we communicate makes a lot of difference, right? Of what this employee really meant for us, right? For whatever reasons, we have to let go people sometimes.
So how you feel that energy in the morning, that guy is coming, grabbing a coffee, and in your mind, that's his last day, bro, this is your last day. And how you take that, thing with you, and like,
yeah, it's hard. I would
explain me like how you call, hey, I want to talk to you, can you come in my office? I want to know all that thing.
Sure. So I think with this entire hybrid culture, right, it has become more of a virtual piece, and trust me, I feel it is a little easier to do it virtually than face to face.
Right.
It's always there, because sometimes you would see, people, you're giving them the news.
They get shattered.
Right. So it's very hard sometimes to manage those emotions out there.
Right.
So doing it virtually has definitely helped, I would say, and that's what most of the times we do wherever we can. But there's a very set way of doing it. I think sometimes we also become those, I mean, it's not that I do it personally a lot, but there is a script, right, that is rare, and it is more driven by the managers right out there as well. But yes, I think there's a fine balance we have to maintain as HR professionals between compassion and accountability, because we have to do what we have to do.
So what script you have to say? What is that script? I want to know.
No, it's anyways, our scripts get approved by
Anita,
legal.
this is your last day.
No,
Anita,
it's never like
you're
that.
fired. Anita, you're not. You're not, bro. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it is very, I mean, here in US anyways, with everything.
Very professional.
Very professional, right? And we, again, as I mentioned, the way it is communicated matters a lot, right? So
I remember
first-
when I got fired. I remember that day.
Okay, thankfully I haven't been yet. But no, we always begin with thank you for being here.
Right.
Thanks for attending the call, and basis some recent things that have, and it's not that suddenly something, I mean, there are very few
And
cases
also
where
candidate knows कि मेरा time आ गया.
exactly, right? So it's not that unless and until something big has happened
Right.
for which there's some violation has happened where
Right.
you have to right away fire, then
Right.
it's different, right?
Right.
But otherwise, we ensure that there is a lot of opportunity is given to somebody before we actually go and tell them, okay, maybe it's time now because of things are not working out.
So, Jasminder, also you have seen a difference in their performance when because immigration is a one thing which is always there in the mind. So it also distract a person, on their performance. So have you seen that distraction versus immigration? Because some people know, my visa is getting expired. I don't know how it's going to happen. That's a stress in his mind, and that also, making de-stress in his or her performance. So how you see that?
So personally, honestly, I haven't seen that much, and I
Okay.
think that is where this talent thing comes, right? This is where why so many immigrants are there in this sector, right? Is because they are able to thrive,
Right.
right? And that's why, for that matter, some of the clients would especially say that, why don't you make this talent stay? Or he or she has been doing great. We don't want them to go back and stay here. Right. So I think this is what maybe immigrants bring.
Right.
They bring that, strength and that, emotion to just strive,
Right.
get through everything,
Right.
right? So don't lose yourself in the moment of stress. I think that is a great thing. But yes, I mean, performance issues would definitely be more sometimes on when people are struggling on the personal fronts,
Right.
or maybe, as you said, right, they were hired but they were not the right fit sometimes for the job.
Correct.
And maybe they are not enjoying, maybe we are not enjoying, that nobody's getting anything. So
Do you need a person in your office who can just sit with people and talk? I'm ready. So yeah, Jasminder, moving forward, I want to know the diversity. This is one of the top leading tech companies you're working for, and what kind of diversity you see? People from different cultures, and how you maintain that culture. As an HR leader, and because everyone come from different background.
Correct.
And then you have to take care of their emotions,
Right.
their cultural respect, their religious aspects, so many things. So how you maintain all those things?
Yeah. No, so definitely, it's very different in a bigger global organizations like Infosys. But see, culture for us is not, making everybody feel same, right? Because that is not possible. I think what it really is making efforts to ensure that everybody feels the same kind of trust, belongingness, right? And the fairness, right? If I have to say. So the effort, how our leaders behave, right? How the decisions are made, how they are communicated, right? This is what make people feel the same way. Right. I think that matters a lot, right? So the intent is always to ensure that everybody is treated with respect, fairness, right? And they get clarity. I think a lot of times we underestimate that communication and just sharing with people makes a lot of difference and helps them feel more connected to the organization. And I think that is what brings culture. If I usually always say culture is the heart of the organization. You can't touch it, but you feel it. Right. So that is where it comes from.
But like all these people, those who work in your company or all the IT peoples, as an HR working from 9 to 5, they have lots of stress. There are lots of up and downs at that time. So as an HR, how you try to de-stress them, and what activities you guys do to make them happy?
Right. Yeah. So I know, but I'll go there. But I just feel, that is one of the most important parts, I think, where HR is looked upon. Sometimes I'll just see these videos and memes. Okay, HR is organizing Diwali party, Holi party, Rangoli, right? And that's kind of the job.
Right.
HR is way, way beyond that. But definitely, I think what you said is right. That somewhere down the line, it also falls on our shoulders to ensure that our people are having fun also in the work, right? Because it's a very serious kind of jobs. they are into.
And you know what? This is a myth for all the people, those who work in IT field, कि बड़े खड़ूस हैं, right? Oh, गली नहीं करते.
I think the expectation definitely is there.
But they're the most fun-loving person. They're the most, I would say, party people I ever seen in my life. So they have a side of a being, very, very 100% short guys for their job. They're like, I know they're very, very, very sophisticated when it comes to their job, 9 to 5. But see them after 5, 5 बजे के बाद.
No,
IT वाले बंदो.
I joke around that how we compare, like a husband becomes, it has a sandwich between mother and wife. So HR becomes a sandwich between the company and the people, because we are actually trying to bridge the gap and make both of them win, right? Because there's a human side to it and then there is a professional side to it. But no, I think it's a great thing that we get that opportunity.
It's a kind of diplomat job you have to do.
I know, right? You have to be very wisely diplomatic also to ensure, as I said, right, how you communicate matters a lot. So you can't be very straightforward and say, hey, you're not going to be here anymore, you're not doing good. But we just try to make sure people feel good about themselves. Just because they don't have a job or something went wrong doesn't mean they are wrong, right, as humans. So we want to maintain that empathy for them. I think that comes there. But no, I think, as you said, right, of course, a lot of engagement initiatives happen, be it, family get-togethers, holiday parties. And one great thing here is we've maintained our culture. We've not forgotten our roots, right? So we celebrate Diwali and other big festivals around, holidays, and a lot of engagements happen within the offices.
So since you have bought the Diwali culture festival, and now, the only thing is coming in your mind is Delhi right now. So how you see as a Delhiite, lived in Delhi half of your life. You did your high school, your bachelor's, your master's. So Delhi वाली जो vibe है एक different ही मज़ा Delhi के अंदर. मतलब Delhi के लोग जो है ना, वो उनकी चाल ही थोड़ी डिफरेंट है ना. हाथी जैसे चाल चलता, अपनी मस्तानी पीछे से लोग बोल रहे हैं, उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता. वो वाली चाल है दिल्ली वाले लोगों की. बिकॉज हमारी जो अपब्रिंगिंग है दिल्ली के अंदर, दैट्स वेरी 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 वास्ट, वेरी वेरी कल्चर. मतलब वी हैव सीन पीपल कमिंग फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर द स्टेट्स इन दिल्ली एंड वी हैव सीन द डिफरेंट माइंडसेट. तो कैसे देखते हो आप दिल्ली को, कैसे देखते हो?
दिल्ली दिल वालों की. दैट इज माय गो टू. You're right. Nothing like Delhi. Very close to my heart. Every time I go, sometimes I will also say the traffic is bad, pollution है, but Delhi जैसा कुछ नहीं है.
नहीं, ask me about it. Lived half of my life in Delhi, not more than that. Delhi Connaught Place, the famous places.
Connaught Place, Khan Market, और वो अड्डे होते हैं, right, जिसमें खाना मिलता है.
हाँ, रात को
ढाबाज.
अभी जैसे मेरे कजन्स आते हैं, हाँ, गणेश की वाली मच्छी,
काके का ढाबा, करोल बाग, right, all of that.
राजेंद्र का ढाबा.
We have spent every week we used to be there.
खान चाचा.
Big fan. We have eaten every day out. Like literally we used to get chickens and all every day. या बाहर जाएंगे या बाहर से आएगा kind.
कौन सा पसंद है आपको दिल्ली के अंदर?
Oh yeah, that is the toughest choice you're asking me to make. No, you ask me about anything else, but picking up
the best butter chicken you like. And Delhi wale is like butter chicken is their signature, their signature recipe to eat.
Yeah, no, in fact, I make very good butter chicken.
I'll come
But
someday.
if I have to go, now there's so many new places also opened. There is an Oberoi's in Lajpat Nagar. And it's a different, I think Shawarma place is there. And
Pandara Road pe Gulattis have more. Yeah.
Now you are making me hungry. See, you have to treat me after this. Now after saying so much names of the best places we get food at.
And वो मोती बाग गुरुद्वारे के पीछे there's a छोटी सी जगह जिसमें सारे
रोशन की कुल्फी, एक करोल बाग, right, and all of those.
चौरंगी लेन है वहाँ पर जिसमें you get best काठी rolls.
Oh yeah, that was
the best
my
kathi
favorite.
rolls near that back of Moti Bagh Sahib Gurdwara, and I don't remember the name of the college. Dhola Kuan ke upar hi.
I know.
Shri Ram.
I'm forgetting the name also.
Yeah, the same. That college ke samne. The best.
Parathe wali gali.
Delhi se.
There's no end to it. We can continue this for like 2 hours at least.
I know.
Naming the places.
So मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि this is really a very good topic. food is also, food has also their own science,
Absolutely.
right, which makes people happy.
Absolutely.
So वो food अभी यहाँ पर Indianapolis में I don't think so we have that kind of restaurant, but there are some, but not at that level, Delhi वाले, पर will be there one day, right? And just Jasminder said she made good butter chicken. We'll try her butter chicken one day. Jasminder's butter chicken. So Jasminder, back to the business. ये हमारी बातें होगी दिल्ली वालों की. ऐसे देखा जब दिल्ली वाले मिलते हैं तो कैसे वाइब शुरू हो जाती है. ये बातें होती है दिल्ली वालों की करने के लिए. But anyways, so I want to know about the leadership in all this, tech companies, and you're the top leaders in this industry. So sometimes they also do mistakes. Sometimes they also don't understand, the heart of their candidates or their workers, their employees. So what blunder mistakes they also sometimes do, which impact not on their personality but as well as the company?
I think if anything comes to my mind is, first thing is, I think communication is very understated.
Right.
Sometimes as leaders, people feel that, okay, we've made an announcement, right? And that should be it. But people look beyond that, right? People expect more clarity, right? More context to why of it, right? And then they're able to relate better. So I see that sometimes does happens where leaders will make announcements and then they feel their job is done. But trust me, it's beyond that, right? People expect transparency, clarity, context. And another one, I feel, there is this sense that, okay, people work only for compensation. Right? That if they're getting good pay and their goals are aligned and they're good.
Right.
But again, it goes beyond that, right? People long for that connection, that sense of belongingness, what I said, right? That we matter. Tell us how we are contributing to the bigger picture,
Right.
It's not all about compensation. Of course, it's an important aspect of anybody doing a job, but not everybody is only working to earn money. They need respect.
Right.
They need connectedness, right? They need connections. Right. They need the sense that they belong here, they are required here. So I think a manager who can communicate with them, just check in, how are you doing, right? What's going on with you? That changes the whole day for somebody, right? Who's not been even asked about where they are, who they are, and they are just working continuously.
So I just want to know, understanding all this leadership qualities, understanding you from you about artificial intelligence, how they are impacting the new generation. So I just want to know, people, those who are watching this podcast right now, especially people, those who are in India right now, students, everyone has that dream to come and visit this country. And we came here with that dream.
Correct.
What career, what education, in which field they should go so they can see themselves in future in this country. So as an HR, I want to know, right? What is the future of America? How this big tech companies will impact this immigration thing, and what special talent they will hunt in India which they can't find here?
That's a very interesting question actually, and a lot of things were popping in my mind when you were saying that.
I'm sorry I'm putting you on the spot,
no,
but I really want to know from the HR side.
Right. No, absolutely. See, as I mentioned before, right, good talent will always be needed here. US is not going anywhere. It will still be the biggest hub for innovation, transformations,
पर
big
ऐसा तो
pieces.
कुछ होगा ना जसमिंदर, जो यूएस में नहीं मिल पाएगा वो इंडिया में ही मिलेगा.
That's what so opportunities here is what I'm saying, yes.
Okay.
And we know how much great talent we have across the world, right? So that is what will drive. That's what I'm trying to say is opportunities are still here. This means need for talent will be there. Right. So and what
पैसे खर्चने पड़ेंगे. They have to spend $100,000.
They will do it for the right talent.
Right.
And what is that right talent? See, I know AI is there, right? But it's not that AI is replacing everything, right? And then
AI can't understand our emotions, our feelings.
So my advice would be, don't run behind tasks, right? Don't leave what makes you happy. Because not everything is technical in life, but technology and data has become part of everyone's life, right? Even if I am not a technical person, I still have to have that comfort of using technology and data, because that has to be now, right? With the pace that AI is growing. Having said that, my advice would be, go for what really excites you, but at the same time, know how AI will impact this and learn those skills.
Very nice.
right? So that you do what you like, but you're able to catch up with the pace that AI will have an impact on your field, right? So it doesn't has to be only IT, be it in HR, we use AI, right? It is replacing repetitive jobs, but it is also helping us, right? Something like very small, even writing emails, getting help for certain basic thing, anything and everything you want to know, you can ask AI. But your communication skills, again, that's a very, very important aspect. It's like, again, I was talking to somebody and there's like, what you get from AI is what you give to AI. Your prompt writing skills are very important.
That's
right?
100% correct.
So where does that for your communication?
Right.
It's like, if you go to a restaurant and you say, I want broccoli, but you actually want chicken, you will get broccoli because you asked for broccoli.
Right.
So what you put into is what is you're going to
Right.
get, right? So your communication skills are going to be extremely important.
So in our field, most of the time now we use AI, and I understand what you're saying, and I completely agree with you. You have to express your feelings. If
Absolutely.
you are not able to express your feelings, even this artificial intelligence tools will also not understand what you're trying to say.
Exactly.
And
And
they
they'll
will-
give you the wrong output.
Right.
Right. So you will not be able to actually get what you really need.
Yeah,
right?
IT people, they still mess with the surnames of Indian. अभी तक वो Indian लोगों के नाम नहीं समझ पाए. If you ask them, because we have that, very, I would say, interesting surnames, all the Indian peoples, but AI still can't find it. So they're looking for the right surname, right talent. I agree with that, and you don't have to. I will say you don't have to, worried about getting in United States of America. There is still a hope. You are a good, talented person. Hunt for the new opportunities. Get into some new tools which every big tech companies requires. So I think that's a great things said by Jasminder, and she educated us on lots of things. I just want to know a little bit more about HR jate. When you hunt for candidates, what are the top 5 things you look in the candidate when you interview? Regardless of any of their education, their background, but what are the other 5 things you look in the candidate and you want to hire them? Oh yes, this is the right candidate for this project.
I think there's been a shift now. Previously, of course, education, experience used to matter a lot. I'm not saying they're completely gone away, but now the focus has shifted a lot on skills.
Okay.
Right? If you have the right skill, it doesn't matter you've been in the industry for 10 years.
So first we can say skill.
For 5 years, yes. Number 1 is skill.
Skill.
Second is how you're coming across, from an adaptability perspective, because things change consistently, how adaptive you are, right? Problem solving, that is very important, because IT jobs also are not only about technical tasks, day in and out, people are solving real problems. Critical thinking, I would say, is the 4th one, right? Is there. And 5th one, I would say, is the openness.
Okay.
Openness to be, okay with unfamiliar environments, right? Because not everything, we don't come across everything which is made for us, and we just know it and we want to do that only. Sometimes you have to open your perspectives, your scope, and adventure into things which may not be very familiar with you. For example, same happened with me also, right? I was doing non-profit and I explored a lot. I ventured into unfamiliar spaces. I think that has been one of the biggest learning of my life, which has helped me grow and make me reach where I am, right? There was always this openness.
I'm sorry, my bad. Okay, I think that's that more to know about this field as a natural leader, about these tech companies, and there is still a hope.
Absolutely.
And, keep doing it, what you're doing, and good to learn. And there's all IT people, and don't worry about it. And right now, there is also a job crisis going on in the United States of America for IT engineers. How you take this news?
As I said, right, there will never be no demand for good talent, right? You always want people who have good work ethics, and you want them to work for you. But definitely, I think it's it's a very holistic approach. You have to see that how the economy is doing, how things are going on right now, right? Of course, AI is replacing some parts of, the jobs that
I think I
humans were
forget one
doing.
question. Sorry, Jasminder, I'm cutting you off. So I don't want to forget that question because I'm not
No worries.
reading anything. Again, I forget.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
No, I remember. So, for example, right now, someone doesn't have a job as an IT background. What other job he or she should do to maintain a CV and wait for a right time when there is a job?
I would say definitely advance yourself, right? Get more familiar, of course, with AI tools,
Okay.
how you can grow yourself and make yourself more adaptable in terms of usage.
Right.
That is number one. Skills, as I said, right?
Get more
Grow
and more
on
certifications.
reskill.
Right.
Reskill yourself as much as you can, because as I said, these are times. See, every generation has gone through change, right? We started from where there was no phones, right, to now where we are. Humanoids are there who are replacing us doing day-to-day jobs.
क्या दिन थे यार वो?
So every generation has seen
Right.
that, right? So
That new
reskilling.
phone came 6600 when we were in Delhi. That was the first time, that smartphone.
The Nokia one you're
the Nokia
saying?
one,
I
this-
had the big screen
this
one.
big screen.
I had that too.
There's a joystick in the
I
middle.
had that.
You say
I had that.
Oh, yeah.
That was
So
one
I
of
think
my first.
that's the first phone everyone has seen. That was a
That
different
was
time.
way out, I think. Previously, we had those keypad phones, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's where we started from.
And
That all
रिश्ते
of
भी
that
कितने अच्छे लगते थे. अब तो कोई भी फेस टाइम करता यार, कल तो देखा है इसको फेस टाइम पे, राइट?
कभी-कभी मिलते थे.
कभी मिलते थे. उस ट्यूशन जाना हो तो बड़ी एक्साइटमेंट होती थी, आज शाम को मेरा ये दोस्त ट्यूशन में मेरे को मिलेगा या स्कूल में मिलेगा, राइट? अब तो टेक्नोलॉजी ने भी जो एक तरीके के मैं कहूँगा रिलेशनशिप्स हैं, द रिलेशनशिप्स हैव, वो मज़ा कभी नहीं आता. मतलब मज़ा आता था कि जब पुराने टाइम पे तो चलो हमारे टाइम पे तो फ़ोन आ गए, बट देयर इज़ अ टाइम व्हेन देयर ओनली लेटर्स एट दैट टाइम, राइट?
No, that उसका अपना मज़ा था.
हाँ, 100%,
Right, and
100%.
this has its own thing.
Right.
But no, definitely. If one advice I have, please reskill yourself to different. Like, don't get restricted in a box. कि मैंने यही करना है. No, be open. Whatever comes your way, take it. Try it. Maybe you like it. Maybe you grow in it. Right. So keep yourself open.
Good, Aji. Jasminder, jate, so just want to know a little bit now about you. What are your hobbies?
Hobbies. I'm a mom of 2 boys,
Okay.
so it's not that I get a lot of time with, of course, our busy work lives as well. But I love to work out.
Okay.
I love listening to songs, old Bollywood songs. It's still something I
Old
enjoy.
Bollywood?
I like it. Yeah, I like old and our high school songs out there.
Himesh
while-
Reshammiya type?
Huh?
Himesh
Not,
Reshammiya.
I'm not a Himesh Reshammiya type, but I would say I love Kishore Kumar songs.
Oh,
For
acha.
some mad reason, I love them. It
You're-
goes long.
you're
I
not-
used to listen there in my high school, but I still can listen
But
to
listen,
them.
you're from not that generation.
I am not. I am
right?
not. No, I am not.
You said you passed out in 2001.
Yes.
From GHPS.
1 or 2. Yeah.
2001.
Yes,
And 2001 was a time for...
No, I'm a Kuch Kuch Hota Hai fan, man. Big Shah Rukh
Oh,
Khan
yeah,
fan.
yeah.
At that time, of course, now things have changed.
Kaho Na Pyar Hai.
Kaho Na Pyar Hai, Hrithik. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah, no, but I like working out. I think, you were talking to me before of how you keep your sanity, Jasminder, right? Sometimes it gets hard for you also.
No, when you entered this room,
But-
I have feel that vibe in you, very calmness,
No,
very...
I work out. I work out every day. I think that has been one of the best things I've
What do
done
you
to
do, cardio?
myself. I do both strength and cardio every day. And I think that has been one of the best things I've done for myself, I would say. It has brought so much clarity, for my own self-awareness. And I'm able to keep up, and I feel, managing a full-time job, 2 boys, and my husband also travels a lot because
3
of his
boys,
job.
actually,
3 boys,
technically.
right? Technically 3 boys. I think that helps me keep my sanity.
Right.
That is one thing I don't give up for anything.
Right. But I like how your husband was asking, hey babe, which restaurant you want to go today? Let's go, Friday night
I know,
with kids.
right? Yeah. No, we enjoy. That's why.
So how
like
you
it.
maintain family life and a corporate life together?
Yeah, I think again that comes with clarity of
Right.
what is important for you, right?
Right.
Are you just living to work, or you're working and living as well, right? I mean, it becomes a part of it, but you need to set your boundaries. And sometimes there are times when we say, maybe not this time, maybe let's connect tomorrow morning, it's getting
Right.
late, it's time for my family.
Right.
So we do take, both
That's actually a good point
Right.
you just said. So sometimes people don't understand their priority.
Correct.
right? They mix their work, and I do sometimes. I'm sorry to my wife. कि यहाँ पे बैठ के बड़े भाषण दे रहा, खुद तो ऐसा करता है, फोन पे लगा रहता है जब साथ पे जाते हैं निकालने के लिए. So but yeah, I love lots of things from you today, Jasminder. You know, it was a great experience doing podcasts. You know, sometimes I think, you know, I'm doing this for my community and for my people, those who are watching me, but sometimes you learn lots of things. वो एक वाइब मिलती है आपसे. एक चीज़ तो सीख के जाऊँगा कि वर्कआउट.
Yep.
राइट ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਢਿੱਡ ਢੁੱਡ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਨਾ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਪੋਡਕਾਸਟ
ਸੋਚਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਵੀ ਹੈ
ਉਹੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਹੈ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਸੀ ਮੀ
ਐਂਡ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ देयर इज अ परसेप्शन राइट कि वेट लूज करना है इट्स नॉट अबाउट वेट लूज करना you once you start doing it you realize it's so much beyond that it gives you clarity of thought you feel better your blood flow is going on and you can do so much more
completely agree
right so it's not only about losing weight a lot of times ਸਾਡੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ 'ਚ perception ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਜੇ ਪਤਲੇ ਤੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਵਰਕਆਊਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ it's more to do with your inner health than just outer health
अभी ऊपर से बहुत कुछ लग रहा होता है जब when you start working out your blood cells start
blood starts flowing right you feel better you're more energetic right so it's always great
and then you eat butter chicken
then you deserve the butter chicken
all right guys it was nice talking to Jasminder and as an HR leader working for one of the I would say they are the leaders in tech companies in United States of America and I have learned lots of things and as an audience you might have learned lots of things. If you have any questions just put all the questions on the comments and I'll ask Jasminder to answer those questions and yes we'll have Jasminder next time and Jasminder if you have any email you want to share and people those who want to get into this field if they have any kind of you know questions for you and any kind of you know perception for HR, IT, they want to ask. You want to share?
I mean, they can always reach out to me on LinkedIn, right? They can find me on LinkedIn. I have a profile, so I'll be happy to support wherever I can.
So here is Jasminder's LinkedIn account. Go and ask a question, and she will be, I will say, ready to help you guys. And that's a sign.
Great. Yeah, absolutely.
Anything you want to share before you leave?
No, I would say just be who you are, right? And don't let the fear overtake your confidence. That is very important. So be prepared, but don't lose your confidence in the atmosphere of fear.
And जाते जाते ये भी कह दो guys, please subscribe Harjas Digital Podcast Studio. Your voice amplified. मेरी आवाज़ में क्या हो गया?
No, please subscribe to Harjas Digital Podcast Studio. Your voice definitely amplified.
हाँ ਚੱਕ ਦਿਓ ਫੱਟੇ ਤੇ ਦਬਾ ਦਿਓ ਬੈਲ ਆਈਕਨ ਤੇ ਨੱਪ ਦਿਓ ਕਿੱਲੀ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਤੇ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ